Have you ever wondered what happens behind the scenes when houses are getting torn down in Fairfax County? We're going to talk about that in this video. So, this is Jon DeHart with the Homes for DeHart team, powered by Keller Williams here in McLean, Virginia. And we sell a lot of property to builders, developers, and buyers who are looking to tear down houses and rebuild their dream house, just like this one. This property is 2023 Edgar Court in Falls Church, Virginia, in a neighborhood called Pimmet Hills. Now, Pimmet Hills is known for having lots of teardowns. As a matter of fact, over 30% of the houses in Pimmet Hills have actually been torn down and rebuilt, just like this. So the house starts with a house that's built in the 40s and the 50s. So a house just like this across the street. That house is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath with 1,000 square feet. And let's face it, it's probably lived its functional life. So now what we're seeing is properties just like that in the $700,000 to $900,000 range, just really mainly for the land. And what's interesting is that the land is what's been going up in this neighborhood, driving the prices up. So houses just like that with about 1,000 square feet are being torn down and redeveloped into properties just like this. And what we're seeing is that property values in this neighborhood specifically range anywhere from about $700,000 to about $900,000. And that's just for the land. So basically, when you're buying properties here, in most cases, if you're buying properties that are the older units without the additions and the updates, any sort of modernization, you're actually seeing the values in the land at almost $1 million. It's really appreciated since we started selling real estate about 12 years ago here in this area, where it used to be about $350,000 to $400,000 for a similar property like that. So what happens is, when you're looking to potentially tear down a property and rebuild on a lot, there's some really, really specific things you have to look for. One thing is, just like this one, you want a flat lot. You want something that's very buildable. Something that has nice road frontage, so you can build a house that's wide enough to meet the setback requirements by the county. You want something that's deep enough, so you get a front yard and a backyard. And if it's got a lot of slope, just like this one across the street, you'll find that it's actually harder to develop that property because you have to put in all sorts of retaining walls and potentially put the driveway or the garage on the bottom level. And nobody really these days wants to walk upstairs with groceries in their hands. So it now winds up being a less desirable property. So that's one thing to look for when you're looking to buy a property and land. The other thing is, really, you're just buying the land. So don't really focus on the house. The house is more than likely going to be torn down. So when that property is torn down, you'll be able to start fresh and start with whatever kind of building footprint you want that's basically set up that the county allows you to do. Third, when you're looking to buy property, you want to make sure that you don't overpay for the land. And that's one thing that we saw during COVID, was that it was a buying frenzy and builders were selling properties really fast. So property values escalated very quickly. You want to try to buy property, the going in price and the buy-in price. So the entry price that you go in at, you make your money going in, not when you sell it, okay? So if you're looking for your dream home, property just like this, 7,700 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 7 baths, 2 half baths, 3 levels. If you're looking to build a house like this, the end result is going to be somewhere in the $2.2 to $2.5 million range in this particular neighborhood. So if that's in your budget, you can actually find lots through us specifically that are off the market. You won't find anywhere else on the MLS, and we could potentially help you find that dream home. So if you have any questions about that, or you just want to talk about, what it looks like to tear down houses, feel free to give us a call. Again, this is Jon DeHart with the Homes from DeHart Real Estate team. I hope you have a great day.